welcome back to the channel, and I want to thank you for checking out this video. So in this video, I'm going over the 2025 end of the year my retirement portfolio report, and as the title said, I'm basically gonna go over how my portfolio did starting the January of 2025 to end of December 2025. As you can see here under the return, my 2025 percentage has been 16.75%, which is above the average, but we're gonna find out how this portfolio did compared to S&P 500. Now, the amount of money or the gain that I have from 2025 is $31,680. If you see the number here, you're gonna see $39,680. The difference between that is the amount of money that I had deposited. And if you look at here, this is the deposit I made in 2025, which is $8,000. So out of this $8,000, $7,000 is for the Roth IRA contribution, which in 2025 it was the limit of $7,000. The other $1,000 that I may deposit for this overall account is for the option account. And if you go back here to the left, you can see that my current balance of retirement account, including the Roth IRA and my brokerage account, is $302,000 and $301. So the chart that you see below down here is only consists of my brokerage account and my Roth IRA. So we'll go over this chart real quick. So beginning of January of 2025, I made $7,000 deposit, and I started with the balance of $189,000. And toward the end of December, retirement portfolio balance ended at $220,610. Obviously, $220,000 is not $300,000, but there is the difference of about $82,000, and that difference of $82,000 is from my 401k. So what I want to show you guys next is how much I did, or how much my portfolio did each single month. And you can see here in this chart basically the green and the red, and how high the bar of the color goes up and down. But I want to show you guys a table regarding how much each month's profit or loss and the dividend pay is. So in order to check that out, what I'm gonna do is just scroll down here. I'm gonna click on this investment income, click see all, and then I'm gonna scroll down, make sure that this is year to date. And right here you can see that it's from January 1st to December 31st. The way I have listed here is descending order from December to January, and I'll leave the table here so you guys could pause and watch or read anything that you guys want to see in your own pace. So beginning of December, I started with $219,000, and in December my profit was only $619 and over almost $600 in dividends, and the ending balance came out to be $220,000. And you guys could see each month how much I have gained or lost, going from November, October, September, and going and all the way down. And the chart next to the market change is the dividends and how much I made each month. So in December I made almost 600, November a little bit over 300, October 679, and so forth. And at the end at the bottom here is how much I made overall in this 2025, and I have made just barely over $5,000, which is a lot more than I thought. I didn't quite knew how much I made until I made this video. So I'm kind of impressed, and I'm kind of happy with the dividends. With that said, I'm expecting hopefully at least 5% increase by end of the year next year, but we'll see how it goes, because as you all know, the dividend could go up and down. It doesn't always continuously stay where they are. So we'll find out how the dividend did, or how much dividend I made at the end of the 2026. And the chart next to the dividend is interest, and pass over that is the deposit, and it show you how much I made the deposit and when. And I usually contribute my Roth IRA in the beginning of January, so that's why there's at $7,000 in January. and there's that $1,000 option deposit that I made, and I have zero in withdrawal. So I don't make withdrawal from my retirement account ever. I have been investing in my portfolio for 10 years and I had never had to touch the withdrawal. I always make sure that I have the emergency fund, so if I need a cash real quick, that's where I go to make sure that I handle the financial emergency. So make sure that, if you guys are planning to invest in the retirement and for your future, always set aside small amount of money for your emergency fund, so that way you don't have to touch your retirement account, because if you had to touch money in your retirement account, there will be a tax and penalty that you have to pay. So this chart right here is the customized chart that I made for myself in order to compare with some of the stock in the world, or specifically in the US, and it show you the 1 month, the 3 months, year to date, 3 years, 5 years, and 10 years. So my portfolio did 16.75%, and for S&P it did 17.88. So obviously my portfolio did pretty terrible in my opinion, considering that I managed the portfolio myself. I did lose by almost 2%, but usually my average is higher than S&P 500, so it's a little disappointing, but it is what it is. So that's gonna be it for my 2025 in the year portfolio. Considering coming back and checking out my other videos, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the New Year's and the rest of the holiday weekends.